my friend, my bestie. We're besties, you know that, right? We're besties. And for besties, hit the like button. If you're new here, trust me, we're about to be besties. But let me tell you something, okay? A lot of us have been questioning if we will find love. You know, I'm talking about my single folks out there. So if you're already married in a partnership, this video is still for you, but more so for the single people. You know, sometimes a lot of us question if we will find love, you know? And I was talking to a friend the other day who's been actively dating, and, you know, she's, I've been having some troubles, and she's like, I just don't think I'm ever gonna meet anybody. And she's like, well, what about you? And I'm like, no, I'll meet somebody. I'm like, I'm positive my next girlfriend will be my wife. She's like, how are you so positive about that? And I'm like, I just know. And she's like, how do you know? You're not even actively looking. I'm like, I know, I'm not actively looking. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really big on like actively dating. You know, I'm not big on casual, boom, boom. No, you understand? I have faith and I know it's going to align, and I like serendipity. I'm not really into dating apps, but I can already feel that there's love there for me. And because of that, I am acting like I am already with my future boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, the things that you want to bring into your life, you need to prepare yourself for that life, right? Like, if you are looking for love, like true love, you understand? True love. I'm not talking about casual flings and under that. I'm talking about true love. How should you be operating right now? Should you be out there acting crazy, a little bit promiscuous, all on your liberation, which is false liberation? No, you understand? You need to prepare yourself now, right? Because guess what? Love takes building. Love takes work. That takes a foundation. And imagine if you met the love of your life tomorrow. Like tomorrow, you're gonna meet the love of your life tomorrow. That's the mindset you need to have. But for the last 30 days, you've been wilding out. I'm talking about like wilding out. Like different people, different partners here and there, all over the place. Is that really how you want your future boo, the love, your soulmate, you understand, to receive you? No, right? Not at all. So the thing is, if we are trying to bring love into our life, right? Manifest love into our life, not on our own will, right? Not on our own will, but God's will, right? We want that to make sure that it is approved by the Most High, because a lot of us, we just skip all the red flags, right? We focus on the chemistry and we rush into things. I've rushed into things in the past and I realized it never works, you understand? If there's chemistry, give it time to settle a little bit and see if there's compatibility, because you need chemistry and compatibility to build a good relationship. And a lot of us, because we lack that patience and we're yearning for that love, we're yearning to be felt, we're yearning to be seen, we rush into things and we allow people to have quick access to us. And then what happens? There's a quick exit as well. And then a 6-month relationship, a year relationship, even sometimes a 4-month, 3-month relationship is on our mind and hearts for 2 years. And now we're trying to heal. And now we're upset because we feel like we've lost time. So we rush into the next thing, and it becomes a habit and it becomes a toxic cycle. So one, you need to have faith out there, you understand? Because the one who made you made somebody else for you. They are out there. You have to know, like, the only thing between you and your future boo is time and space. You understand? And both of you right now are preparing yourselves and your single lives so that when you unite, you can have a true union and walk together. You don't want to bring all these traumas, and you don't want to bring, exes into your future relationship, do you? No. And the men out there, you want to have a little bit of resources so, you can provide. So if you have kids with your woman, and if she wants to stay at home and take care of the kids, you can provide that, don't you? You don't want to force her to go to work if she don't want to go. Do you want to hold things down? You understand? That's what men do. We hold things down. And I'm not saying women don't work. Women should get their bread, do what they want as well. But I truly think if a woman, even if she has a successful career, and once she has a kid, if she wants to just stay home, the man should be able to provide for that, you understand? So y'all family could be grounded, you understand, bonding, and the baby and the mom can have, that unity, which is beautiful. So before we even get to those situations, we should be preparing ourselves. So when I'm single, I'm not stressing because I'm like, I am preparing myself, you understand? If it's not there in my life, it's not supposed to be there yet. I'm in the exact position I'm supposed to be in. And that is faith, you understand? The problem is we like to do everything on our own plan, right? What did Drake say? God's plan, right? God's plan is the best plan, but often it's not the sexiest plan, right? So we don't go that way, right? The sexiest plan is doing things on our own, forcing it, right? Skipping the red flags and just moving solely on our own accord. But where does that leave us? I know some of us out there have been through some situations and we may still be grieving. And let me tell you something. That grieving process, the amount of things you're going to realize and learn and cultivate within yourself is going to make you a stronger human being. And it's going to give you the lessons to not repeat the same mistakes that you did. So it's okay. The healing that we seek is there. But first we must grieve. And I always say, you can't hack the grieving process. You can't. You have to just go through it with grace. Some people, they like distractions, right? So they skip the grieving process and then they bury the trauma and the anxieties and the hurt and the worries. And then what do? They bring it to the next person and they weigh them down energetically. They weigh them down with their codependency. They weigh them down with their lack of trust. You ever date somebody or go into a new relationship and they just don't trust you off the bat? You know what I'm saying? Like they treating you like a criminal. They treating you like you cheated on them. And then you're like, yo, you bringing a lot of baggage into this situation, We don't want to walk into our future situations like that. So let's do the work now, you understand? Let's have that faith. Let's root ourselves in solutions, right? If you need to, I personally think every single person should practice celibacy at one point in your life. Because when you meet your future boo, your partner, your soulmate, you don't want to be going through the temptations of lust and potentially ruin that, right? Especially the men out there. When I was coming up, I noticed like even the most successful men, like, Jay-Z, Kevin Hart, like these guys have it all, beautiful families, and then, they still cheated. And I'm like, man, lust is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Lust is very powerful. So let me do the work now. So when I'm in those positions, I don't have to be battling those demons and I'm ready, you understand? And to me, celibacy was one of the most beautiful things I ever did. It really gave me a lot of sexual discipline. It allowed me to understand myself more. You understand? It allowed me to look at women with a better perspective. It allowed me to quit all the self-pleasure and just, see women for their essence and not just for their bodies. And I'm a visual person, of course, so I still like the whole thing. But I don't lust like that anymore. And when I do, I just correct myself right away. You understand? Because I don't want to bring that lust into a future relationship. I want to be able to give my woman my undivided attention. And so she knows that she is secure, because I know women like to feel secure, right? But if I have googly eyes and I'm, all over the place and I'm talking to other people because I can't control my sexual energy, which is such a strong energy, I'm not going to be able to build the love that I seek. And instead, I'm going to allow it to fall and destroy. That was so depressing. That was so, like, just the thought of that was depressing. So, everybody out there, don't worry. The things you are seeking, they are there for you. You understand? It's just time and space and faith. Stop rushing. Stop forcing, right? Stop cheating your way to getting into things. Come back. Analyze. Develop that self-awareness, the emotional intelligence. You understand? Ask and you shall receive for the wisdom. Do the work, be still, enjoy this season, and know, my friend, all that you seek, you shall receive. You just have to ask and be ready So you don't know in hindsight, everything is going to be all right. We powered by who? We powered by Chill. It's a vibe thing.